What's going on, everybody? Oh, what a day. Well, where do I start? Let's start with the numbers. Worst day yet. We're going on 5 p.m. Central Time. I've got 19 items sold. Something's definitely wrong with promoted listings today. I only had one promoted listing up until about an hour ago, maybe 2 hours ago. Time's kind of flying by me today. We're up to only 6 promoted and 13 organic. So percentage wise, we're running 76 promoted, 23 organic. That's down. 76% down. So organic's at 70%, promoted is at 31%. Normally it runs 60-40. But all the numbers are crazy down. My impressions are only like 316,000 today so far. Down from even yesterday by 10,000 at least. So the site's totally messed up today too. It's just, and I've had 2 buyers now who couldn't pay, and they've been trying to pay for the last couple of days, and they go, just cancel it. I can't pay. It won't allow me. And then I don't know. I'm over it. I mean, there's nothing really more we can do about it, because if the employees, if you watch my other last couple videos, if the employees at eBay are worried about all these checkout issues running off buyers from the site, there really is nothing more us little sellers can do. So, and I say little because I think they only care about the, $1 million sellers out there. So not really too much today, just that little thing. So there is a lot of comments and questions, so I'll go through those. Well, I don't know about questions. I saw a lot of comments. And I found the comment clicking thing, so over to the side. So now I don't have to flip through each YouTube video. So on the yesterday video, has eBay just given up on customers, on helping sellers? So I hear you, friend. Same problem here. Let's see. The free seller says, I always watch the entire ads on my main YouTube channel when I must monetize my videos. The longer views watch the ads, the more money you make. I help you by not skipping the ads when allowed. And I always let the ads kind of play through on most of the people's videos so they can get paid. I'll just start letting it play, and then I'll click to another tab and do a little something. And then when I hear the actual video start, I'll come back and watch the video. So thank you. I do that too. So let's see here. Be sure to let us know how the guest speaking event worked out for you. I think it's awesome that you've been asked to do that. That was cool. If you guys don't know, if there's somebody watching this video who hasn't caught up, there's like a native land in Canada called Sandy Lake First Nation. And there's a guy up there by the name of Rodney who works with the youth up there and tries to get them different ideas on what they can do in life. It's a small community. I think population said like 2,300 people, but the suicide rate's like at 42%. And it's a fly-in only area, except for a few weeks during the winter when they have an ice road. So if you ever watch that show, Ice Road Truckers and stuff. So it's a small community, and what he wanted to do was just kind of give them a different perspective on things to look out for, to sell on eBay. Or he says there's a lot of like stuff being imported there, but it just kind of sits there. When something breaks down or when people are done with something, it just kind of piles up there in this community. So I was giving them just different ideas on how to look at things. Instead of one of his videos, there was a bunch of old cars sitting around like a car graveyard. And I'm looking at it as they're walking by and go, well, I could sell that headlight, I could sell that tail light, things like that. So I was trying to, give them another perspective. If it's a broken electronic, you can piece that out. Sometimes you can piece out one that works and make more money on it. So just different things like that, and told them the story about how I used to, dumpster dive with my mom when I was 10 so we could earn extra money. And what was funny is before I did that video, I actually just had a light bulb go off in my head, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to look on eBay and see if people sell old used nails. And sure enough, you can find lots of old used nails on eBay. So kind of, I put myself to the challenge to kind of think outside the box, because I would have never thought that before. And so hopefully that gave some, some new ideas to somebody up there, one of the youth or whatever, just to kind of how to look at things differently, and how you can make something positive out of anything if you can use your imagination. And definitely said, like, stay a kid, stay young at heart, stay young with your imagination, and make sure you always make yourself happy, because even though this is a job, they always say, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. So hopefully hopefully something I've said in there at least does somebody some good somehow, some way. So, and he said he'll stay in touch and stuff, so maybe we'll do more in the future. So, but I don't know, the more and more I got into it, I kind of pictured myself in their environment, because I could relate in a way where I've been in two situations in my life where I felt like I was kind of just trapped in my surroundings, or just had nowhere to go, or however you want to feel and look at it. And that was one, growing up in the inner city, where you can't see nothing outside the neighborhood you live in. You don't think, when you don't have money and stuff, you don't think you're going to be able to get out of the city. So I tried to instill how I always try to stay positive, and stayed happy, and stayed away from all the issues or anybody who tries to drag you down or doesn't believe in what you're trying to achieve or accomplish. Because I'm sure if you're an eBay seller and you're watching this video, and I've told them, how many times have you heard, you can't make a living on eBay? What? You sell on eBay? Whatever. So we've all heard that numerous times over the years. So, and how you just don't need people like that. If they don't see your vision, just keep walking, keep going your route. So it was kind of cool. I'd like to actually go up there and visit. It sounds kind of cool. I would love to go up there and just check out that whole community. It'd be kind of neat. So yeah, it was good. It was good. It kind of kicked me in the butt, motivated me a little too. So kind of threw me back into a mindset, being, I told you. Oh, and the other part was when I was 13 or 14, my older brother, he was 15 years older than me. He lived in a small town in Missouri called Annapolis, Missouri. And before I went to high school, my mom sent me down there because she didn't want me going to a public high school, just because I'd been picked on and bullied, all the way up to 8th grade, literally. And so she thought me going down there, would be better off. And I went down there for about 6 months, and you just feel in this little town like you're just trapped there. It's like, what am I going to do? And you have to find creative ways to do things. I remember, doing things like, just because there was a lot of creeks, since it's in the country, just a lot of creeks and creek beds. So I would go through creek beds looking for things people may have lost, almost like metal detecting, only without the machine. Looking for things people lost, and trying to make money, find change, and all that kind of stuff. So that's what I kind of did when I was in that position, was, trying to, that kept me motivated every day to keep going. And because you never knew what you were going to find, you can find enough change to buy everybody some candy, and stuff like that. So it kind of kept me going every day, because I had a purpose. And it was remember the one thing, I wish I I've lost it over the years. It was cool, and I think it was like a wild boar, like a jawbone or something. I'm guessing it was a wild boar. I'm vaguely remember it because it was like that, and it kind of stuck out and had a little tusk thing on the end. And I remember being 14 or whatever it was, thinking it was a wild boar. Whether it was or not, I'm not sure, but I wish I still had. I wonder what happened to that thing. So I'd find all different kinds of stuff like that. So I bet you if I had that and found that, that would probably sell for some decent money on eBay. Can you even sell bones on eBay? I don't know. Wild boar jawbone. Oh, there's some skeletons. Are they real though? $129. Oh, that must have been, here's one. It kind of looks like it. Somebody made a hunting knife out of it. And they're trying to sell it for $200. Huh. So yeah, here's a whole wild boar skull sold for $97 with 4-inch tusks. See, I could have been able to sell that. But so yeah, just trying to help them think outside the box and not get so don't let it get you down. There's always something, and there's always, I don't know what I'm trying to say right now. There's always just never give up. And that's why I was real adamant on just keeping your childlike mentality, mind, just because in a situation like that, especially if you start falling into the whole adult theme of things, it could look like there's never going to be an end, or nothing positive. So, we'll see. Okay, going on. It's so frustrating. My sales have been absolutely terrible for days now. Today is a freaking mess, man. It's a train wreck. All right. Yo. Eric says, yo. I just moved to St. Louis from southern Louisiana. Been frequenting. Why do I always have... James, English is your first language. You should be able to know how to read. Frequenting the outlet downtown daily. Hope to run into you at some point. You have influenced my business significantly. Thanks for all your work. Thank you. I haven't been downtown in quite a while. Actually, I haven't went sourcing in a good month and a half. But I usually do the one out here in Bridgeton because it's only 5 minutes away from me. But the cool thing about the downtown is you get a lot more older and vintage items down there. So it's a good sourcing spot. All right, Karen says, this just seems to be something that they are purposely doing. This is about the checkout issues. In today's world, when you can just swipe a card and pay for anything, why is eBay, a company that can hire top computer geniuses, having this problem has been going on for months? I think it has something to do with this so-called reset. I hate being negative. I just can't help but wonder, though. Same with me. I hate being negative, and when something's just constant over and over and over again, you can only take it for so long. And it always feels purpose to me too. It almost feels like there's an on and off switch. It's odd. And what's funny is they're having that 25th celebration today, and I saw that they had technical issues and were down for a while. And it's like, hello, perfect for eBay, technical issues. And so I clicked on it and caught part of the YouTube video where when I clicked in, she goes, we've spent tens of millions of dollars advertising for you or whatever. And I'm sitting there going, why not spend $10 million to freaking get a new website? It shouldn't even probably cost that much. And scaring away customers because they can't check out. I'm almost done talking about it just because it's just repetitive and it's a pain in the booty hole. Pain in the booty hole. We're on the same page here. I just did a video today about being scammed by buyers. eBay makes it easy and buyers know it. It's frustrating. I don't get scammed too much. I get a lot more people trying to scam. And what they'll do is, email you, say there's an issue, they want a refund. They'll bitch at you, they'll call you names. They will say they're going to leave negative feedback. They'll do all that. And I go, just open a return on eBay. That's all you got to do. Open a return. You send it back for free. And they never do. They're just trying to get something for nothing. And that happens pretty regularly. So never give in to them. Just say, a lot of people don't want to, if they constantly do it, they don't want to leave a paper trail on eBay showing that they're constantly trying to, get money back or whatever. So that's the way I kind of look at it. So I just like open a return. And most of the time they don't. The pigeons on the roof of the Goodwill outlet wish James good luck and to just wing it. That's funny. Actually, on the Goodwill outlet downtown here in St. Louis, they have the bird noises to keep the mice and rats away. So, alrighty. Yes, I agree with every D. That's my curse word. eBay is bad. No, nothing for days. Customers can't pay. It's upsetting. I appreciate your rants because it lets me know I don't suck. It's not just us. That's what it makes me feel. When it goes on for so many days, I'm like, I start questioning myself. I'm like, I guess maybe I just don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I just suck. Maybe times have changed and now yeah, sure, 3 days ago I did $1,000, but the next day it drops down to under 5. You can definitely tell it ain't you, but you still feel like it could be you. And so, yeah, it's very, it can drag down your self-esteem and make you think you're doing things wrong when you really have no control over it. And that's the hardest part is dealing with, is when you don't have control over your own income. I mean, if it was you, you could change your ways, list more things, put in more hours, do better sourcing, whatever the case may be, you can change it yourself. But when you literally cannot change it yourself, and when you do keep doing things to help improve it because you think it's you, and it just gets worse the next day, I mean, that's the first sign of an issue. And I've said this many times in other videos, and let me look at this, is when you're looking at your graph should just be all over the place on eBay. So when you see a gradual downhill, that's a sure sign of something's wrong. Today on the US site, I've only pulled not even $200. On a normal day, I have that by the time I wake up at 8 a.m. And it's just ridiculous. Oh, and then the eBay for Business had the audacity to say, well, you should private message us if there's a problem. I just told them, I'm done contacting you people. You guys know of the issues. When you have customer services people saying they're worried about the site because of the issues and losing buyers, everybody knows there's a problem. When they make it sound like they know the problem's there, but they can't speak of it, everybody knows the problem's there. So calling in, private messaging, it ain't going to do nothing. It's not going to do a damn thing anymore. God, I hate being negative. But when they're messing with my income and my livelihood, it pisses me off. I don't have a fucking day job. This is my day job. Happened to me yesterday with a buyer from India. Guess that's with the person who cannot pay. James, maybe this problem with managed payments is what's causing the slow sales. Some YouTubers are assuming it has to do with promoted listings, but I have my doubts. There's definitely something going on with promoted listings too. I know a few weeks ago, promoted listings were all whacked out. Or maybe it's been a month now. Maybe it's been about over a month. But there was a time period where there was a good 5 days maybe, where promoted listings were just all jacked up. And now according to my numbers, they're all They're all jacked up again today. Yeah, 19 items, 6 promoted items sold, 13 organic. I've had it with eBay. Their attitude sucks. Yeah. My sales are bad this week. I buy a lot on eBay and their new checkout is a mess. It constantly breaks. Whatever you do, don't sign up for new managed payment systems. Well, you have to sign up. So everybody has to be signed up as of right now, but not everybody has been converted. And I think I've said this in a past video. There was a quote from a customer service said they're not going to transfer any of the bigger buyers over yet because of so many issues with the managed payments. So it's just it's sad. It's sad. Introvert and outgoing at the same time. Something doesn't add up here. Love watching your goofiness. I'll speak on that introvert thing. Like I said in the past video, you know, like if things get a little too noisy, I just shut down. I'm like, shh, shh. Like I said, I don't even have my phone ringer on, and I have to force myself to do these videos. But I've kind of trained myself over the years. I'm the type of person that believes in mind over matter, right? When it comes to, 95% of things in life. Obviously, if you got nerve pain, you can't overcome that no matter how much you try to zone it out. You're going to feel that nerve pain. But I'm a big component of mind over matter. So if you have something in your head that's causing you to be a certain way or a way that you don't really want to be, whether it's OCD or, introvert or whatever the case may be, I believe a mind can be molded and trained. You just have to figure out what works for you in that essence. And I think what shut me down as a youth is because of being picked on and bullied all the time. So it made me really close up and keep to myself. But when I was with my friends, you could be yourself and be goofy and, nobody picked on you for it. So I trained myself to just have very high confidence in myself. And, like my friends would tease me with like, oh, you got an ego. When I was younger in my 20s, whatever the case may be, you got an ego. And it wasn't really an ego. From my perspective, it was myself giving me confidence just because I've been put down for so long that I couldn't do anything. Plus, when you come from a poor, I'm just going to say kind of poor. I mean, homeless people are worse than we were. At least we had a 3-room apartment to live in. But, so when you're in that position too, and everybody else around you seems to be doing better than your family, it kind of drags you down too. So I always just kind of trained myself to think that I was good, no matter what other people think, I'm good. I don't care what you think. I'm awesome. And I'll still joke like that to this day where, where I'll say something goofy like how I looked in the mirror and I got turned on or something, just goofy little conceited or egotistical or vain sayings when really inside I'm like, God, I suck, I hate this, or I'm so sick of life, and because just everything when it gets too noisy and stuff. And I've been in the whole depressed areas, and I still have a little trigger in my head where just for some reason I'll just be standing here working, and then next thing you know I'm just like, I hate life. I'm like, I don't even want to be here anymore. And just, I don't know where it came from. It's just boom, out of nowhere. And that sucks when there's a reason for you feeling that way, whether it's fight with a family member or whatever, and you just feel like shit because of that. That's kind of different. But when you're just standing there 1 second, you're happy, and the next minute you're like, I hate this fucking life. I wish I would just die right now. You know, that's kind of worrisome to me. So I'm always kind of still trying to work on that aspect of it too. And that's why I still keep that mentality of I'm awesome. I'm so cool, you know, just because it's more of a self-convincing thing than anything else. And if you train your mind to think that way without it going into stupid mode, like egotistical, like thinking you acting or treating people like you are better than them, as long as you don't cross lines, it's all fun and games, and it's just for your own, you know. And I'm not talking to the extent of putting people down to make you feel better, because that's the reasons I used when I was always put down, was they're just doing it to make themselves feel better because they got low self-esteem about themselves. So, yeah. How the hell did I get into that conversation? Holy crap. Oh, the introvert goofiness thing. So yeah, so what I ended up doing over life is just creating my own world. And I've always said, this is James's world. If you don't like it, get the hell out. You know, that way you can pick and choose what comes into your life, who you hang around. You know, you are the company you keep. So if I let you in, there's a reason I'm letting you in. And, you know, and I'll let you know the reasons why, and trust, and, you know, I know you're not stupid when it comes to making idiot decisions or whatever the case may be, putting me in a bad situation, if that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe I just got too much into that. Looking forward to the GoPro videos. Me too. Got the confirmation it was sent out, so it is on its way. And I think that's all of those for today. Oh, this is a long video, 27 minutes. Dude, I was talking way too long. But I do have 3 offers that just popped up. It looks like 2 of them I'm going to have to decline because they're butt-ass low. But 1 looks good. All right, that's all. Numbers still down. Hopefully you're enjoying your eBay 20th celebration. I'll be over here worrying about eBay and the issues going on the site and my customers who can't check out. So I'll be over here suffering while everybody at eBay is partying. Makes me sick. All right, I'm out of here, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you stuck around this long, you're dedicated, and I totally 100% appreciate that. That's awesome. See you guys.